Following its short-lived mutiny in late June, Russia's private military group Wagner began training Belarusian special forces near the border of Poland. Hans Marcial files this report.
Belarusian special forces are holding joint drills with Wagner forces at a firing range near the border city of Brest. According to Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin, the private military group would no longer take part in the Russia-Ukraine conflict for now, but they will gather their strength before going to Africa. Prigozhin said that their goal was to make the Belarusian army the second strongest army in the world. The Wagner chief also released a video, his first public appearance since the mutiny. In the video, Prigozhin can be heard saying that he and his men will stay in Belarus for some time, then they will move to Africa. He was also heard criticizing the current situation on the battlefield.
Приветствую, парни! Рады вас всех приветствовать! Приездом на белорусскую землю! Мы достойно воевали! Вы сделали для России очень много! Сейчас то, что происходит на фронте, это позор, в котором нам не нужно участвовать. И дождаться того момента, когда мы сможем проявить себя по полной программе. Поэтому принято решение, что мы будем находиться здесь, в Беларуси, какое-то время. За это время мы сделаем, и я в этом уверен, белорусскую армию второй армией в мире. А если нужно, то вступимся за них, в случае, если это потребуется. Я всех хочу попросить максимально обратить внимание на то, что белорусы встретили нас не только как героев, но как братьев. Но аккуратно, чтобы никого не обидеть из них. Поэтому отнесемся к ним также по-братски. Дальше готовимся. Повышаем свой уровень. И в новый путь, в Африку. И, возможно, вернемся на СВО в тот момент, когда будем уверены, что нас не заставят посрамить самих себя и наш опыт.
Reports say that up to 10,000 fighters will end up in Belarus. It can be remembered that in early July, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko suggested that Wagner forces could be used to defend Belarus, inviting the group to train the Belarusian military. He also said he is not troubled to have a certain number of Wagner fighters stationed in the country. Lukashenko is a longtime friend of Prigozhin and Russian President Vladimir Putin, who brokered a deal to end the mutiny. The prospect of Wagner's moving to Belarus made neighboring countries wary, particularly Ukraine and NATO member Poland. In response to the joint drills, Poland has redeployed its troops. In a statement, Poland's defense minister said that it was ready for various scenarios as the situation develops. Earlier in July, Poland deployed hundreds of soldiers and vehicles to the border with Belarus, saying that it needs to prevent attempts to destabilize the region, with Warsaw's 12th Mechanized Division saying that around 1,000 troops and 200 units of equipment will be stationed in the eastern province of Podlaski, located on the border with Belarus. Belarus made similar allegations against Poland, claiming that Minsk coup plotters are being trained in Poland. Ukraine is also wary after satellite photos emerge, suggesting that Belarus is building an army camp for Wagner fighters located at a former military base outside Osipovichi, a Belarusian town 230 kilometers north of the Ukrainian border. It can be noted that the Wagner forces in Belarus are in line with the deal struck way back on the 24th of June. Back then, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that members of the mercenary could either leave for Belarus, come under the command of the Defense Ministry, or go back to their families. This is Hans Marcial reporting. SMNO News.
Fears of long-term medicine shortages in U.S. hospitals arise following the tornado strike on the Pfizer plant. Jean Domingo has details.
A destructive EF3 tornado with winds packing 150 miles per hour struck a major Pfizer plant in Rocky Mount, North Carolina on Wednesday, July 19th. Pfizer also confirmed the incident in a Twitter post and said that it is currently assessing the situation to determine the impact on their production. Reports reveal that the pharmaceutical plant suffered extensive damage, resulting in the destruction of approximately 50,000 medicine pallets. This has raised concerns about potential long-term medicine shortages, as the plant supplies 25% of U.S. hospitals' sterile injectables. Despite the severity of the tornado, all Pfizer plant employees were safely evacuated, and thankfully there were no fatalities or serious injuries among them. In addition to the damage at the Pfizer plant, the tornado also caused injuries to 16 people and damaged 89 buildings in the surrounding vicinity. While residents are relieved that there were no fatalities, the region has been further affected by road closures along 195 due to fallen trees. Dozens of homes and buildings were also damaged or completely destroyed. 16 people were injured by the tornado. The community and medical professionals are anxiously awaiting stable medicine supplies, understanding the challenges Pfizer faces during the recovery process. Rebuilding efforts are already underway, but the threat of shortages remains a significant concern. Reporting for News and World, this has been Jean Domingo, SMNI News.